Yo, what is going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back for another OPTC video, and in today's video, for some reason I haven't put this video out, but and I haven't even recorded it, but the recording's just been sitting there. We're wrapping up the World Tour for the Super Sugo Fest 6-star Int UTA. So that's the team, those are the supports. Let's dive into some Garbage Challenge Revolutionary Army 2 with a no-stall mono Int based team. Now, as you guys have probably seen across the whole of the YouTube platform, across the whole of the community, everyone's going on about how amazing UTA is. And rightfully so, UTA is actually insane. For content like this, you can actually just use her special to get through basically every single one of her, every single stage. And then if you just bring some, cooldown reducers, you can just continuously pop her special, provided you are using two UTAs. And in today's showcase, it's basically what we're doing. We're basically going to have UTA special ready to go every single stage, every single turn, and it just works out very, very hunky-dory. On the first two turns, to no stall, we are going to use Kid. He has the end of turn damage. He can basically get through stage 1 and stage 2 very nicely. And then we get onto stage 3 against Hack. Now against Hack, we actually have two supports that can get rid of attack down, so that's nice and easy. We have Jozu on our Whitebeard and Roger, and then we also have the Luffy support on our Kid. Now this is pretty much the only stage, besides obviously the starting stages, where you actually don't have UTA's special. But you could probably use UTA there. However, we are using the greatest legend in the game, that is Whitebeard and Roger, and utilizing their switch ability to give us a 1.5 attack and a 1.5 times orb boost. Once we hit the next stage against the Kama girls, they're actually going to give us 4 turns of Despair, as well as 4 turns of Blind. Now, normally UTA would actually get around Special Reverse. However, because you are Despaired, you actually don't get around the Special Reverse here. And this is what I meant, where you could actually use the UTA special on turn 1, because you actually get cooldowns here from Pudding anyway, and Pudding's actually going to give you the cooldowns. So your UTA is ready to go. However, Whitebeard and Roger, they do it very, very nicely to give you an attack boost and an orb boost every single turn. And they also give you matching orbs. Sometimes you just need to use their switch anyway, just to give yourself some matching orbs. And that way you can access that crazy attack and orb boost that actually UTA can provide. Once we hit the Sabo and Koala stage, they are going to wipe away our positive buffs. And they're also going to make every colored and recovery orb unfavorable. So this is where Shirahoshi and Mancherry are very, very good, because Shirahoshi and Mancherry can actually give us a full board of rainbow orbs. We get our orbs locked on this stage as well. And utilizing Shirahoshi and Mancherry, we actually can, with their switch ability, we can actually give ourselves some rainbow slots after we switch with Whitebeard and Roger. Whitebeard and Roger give ourselves, give some matching orbs, and then just literally with the switch of Shirahoshi and Mancherry, we can actually get some of those rainbow orbs. And thanks to the Whitebeard and Roger switch ability, we actually can take that stage out. Now, as I mentioned, you could easily have the UTA special live here. That would not be a problem. However, we actually needed to put the Hina support, now that I'm thinking about it. We actually had to put the Hina support on our UTA, so we couldn't just continuously pop them, because we would have been stuck with the threshold removal on the Karasu stage. But to get around Morley, this is where Kid's so great, because Kid can remove defense up and threshold. He can also give end of turn damage. And then once again, literally just with the switchability of Whitebeard and Roger, we can actually get around the Morley stage nice and easily. However, with all the cooldowns this team actually has, I feel like you could probably get UTA special back ready to go. Kid's giving cooldowns, Pudding's giving cooldowns, you got a lot of cooldowns for this particular team. Once we hit the Bello Betty stage, this is where we're actually going to utilize our UTA special. UTA, I imagine, we're actually going to use our Shirahoshi and Mancherry special, though. That's going to remove the attack down that gets inflicted, and the normal attacks only, actually, which is great. We have the custard support, too, so we can lock orbs. And again, we actually don't use the UTA special. So when at the beginning of the video, I said we're going to keep popping UTA special, I lied. It happens. It happens. Like I said, this video has been sitting here for a while, and I just haven't done the voiceover recording for it. Don't ask me why. I'm not sure. I think we just got lost in transmission. But look, we're here now, and we move. Against Lindbergh, he gives us Blind and Despair. Sorry, Blind on our top and bottom right and middle left. This is where we're finally going to pop our UTA special. And then when we use our Pudding double special activation, because she basically has that built-in, provided you have a buff, she can then remove the Blind, give us more cooldowns, which is great. And then with the UTA super class, we can actually give the plus buff, allowing us to get a lot more extra damage on the next stage against Karasu. Now against Karasu, he's going to give us Despair, and he has Threshold. This is where Whitebeard and Roger are so damn powerful. You can use their special to remove the Despair. And then if you actually activate UTA, you can remove the Threshold thanks to the Hina support, which is very, very nice. Once we've done that, honestly, Karasu, he doesn't even stand a chance. It's just GG from here. But what we need to make sure we do before we move on to the final stage is we actually switch with Shiroshi and Mancherry. Switching with Shiroshi and Mancherry turns all of our matching orbs into rainbow slots, and that way we can actually get around the block orbs on the final stage, as we don't actually have a way of getting around block orbs with this team, but we're just relying on those rainbow slots. Because of Uta giving us a full border in slots, we're running a mono in team. It all just works out very hunky-dory here, and then literally on the final stage, just with Uta's carryover effects, we actually can just decimate Sabo and Koala. I did try and get the final tap just for the video, but it's not necessary. Like, you have so much damage with this team that like, it's not even funny. But mono int, it's on the rise with the release of the new Uta. She's very, very good. She's very, very powerful, and she does some very, very cool things. Like I said, this is wrapping up the World Tour. If you enjoyed the World Tour of Uta, make sure to go down there and belt the like button for me. If you're new to the channel, hit the big red subscribe button. But guys, wherever you are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, so thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Lates!